So the road got tarred in what year? 70.
Probably 75.
Wow. And by 75, you had almost all your children.
Yes, we did.
You had all. What year was Kenny born?
Kenny would be 46 years old if he lived.
60.
Huh?
When you was Al born.
Huh? Well, Kenny is probably be 50 years old.
Kenny, what year was he born? Dad was 58.
Kenny is about 3 years younger than Joe.
Okay, so 60 or 61?
He was born in 61. Al was born in 60.
Okay, okay. And so you had all girls first, and did you give up on having a son ever?
No, I liked them girls. Them girls all worked. Everybody worked. Yeah, everybody worked. The girls worked good too. We had a good time with them girls. We took them girls, Margaret as would take them dancing once a month. They'd pick up all the hay bales. They did too.
So by that time that you were baling hay then?
Yeah, well, that time before we had the harvester, I had a round baler, and I picked up them bales by hand. We made round bales. I had two Ellis Chalmers round balers.
Were they little round bales then?
Yeah, it was about that big. They weighed about 50 pounds, and they wrapped them with twine. And I baled for the neighbors too. I baled all around the neighborhood. I made enough money baling hay to pay for the balers for 2 years. And I had the first baler I had was a used baler. The next one, I bought a brand new one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who are some of the neighbors?
Practically they're all here that was here. Duckendorfs and Pinks and Spears. No, Spears was Frank's was over there. Nisslers. Duckendorfs.
Dockendorfs, where were they at?
There's right south of that place where Tim is. Tim lives now.
When did you get the other farm, as we call it? Is that how it got its name, the other farm?
That's the Spears farm.
Oh,
That's Arthur Spears' farm.
Did they have a house right there where Tim has his?
No, they had a little log house over there, right west of where Timmy's got the shack, the trailer down, right over that yard there. They had a nice hip roof barn in there, and they had a log house, and they had a granary. They had that whole farm. I bought that farm from Jimmy Moon. Jimmy Moon had it 4 years. Then he sold that farm to me.
How much did you pay for it?
$4,500.
$4,500. How many acres?
It was 160 acres.
160 acres. And what year was that?
God damn, I don't remember.
Was that when Dad was still little, or was he older?
I don't know whether your dad remembers when I got that farm or not. I think he probably does. Jimmy Moon going there. Jimmy Moon had a field back over here on this corner. That's all he had. Then he had about 70 acres over there on the other thing. But I opened up most of that farm that's there.
Oh, you cleared it.
I cleared it, yes.
Oh.
And then I bought another 80 to that farm too. And I cleared that. That farm is 240 acres now. And I bought 160 of that from Jimmy.
Oh, so that's how come it's more. So when you cleared the land, what kind of machinery did you have?
What I had was, I had Oliver Bastine with the brush rake with a TD14. No, at that time, Roger Frenzel cleared that and Oliver run the cat.
Oh, so at that time you had some heavy machinery helping.
No, I didn't have any heavy machinery working. I had a 1200. No, I had that. a G John Deere, and I got that. That's the year I got the harvester.
Okay.
And I rented and them harvester boys, no, the Buchanans, I broke that plow with their 4-bottom international plow, and they had a whole batch of bolts for my harvester. What I built on that harvester that year, and they replaced all the bolts, and they had a few bucket of bolts, and they wanted my bolts because they could put them in their harvester. That other harvesters that's out there on the Keenan place over there, west of Sigerstein's, and they wanted them bolts so they could build their harvester. They bought a used harvester.
Out of the 3 that are standing, which one did you build first?
Huh?
Which one did you build first on the barn? The middle one?
No, that middle one, we built that first. That was over there in the yard over there, and that was a cement silo. I bought that from Nestor's, and I bought that before I bought the harvester, and I had that.
So you had to move it?
I did move it, yes. I didn't move it, I hired it moved.
How did they just split it up in pieces?
They took the whole thing down and rebuilt it. Block by block, the whole built.
How long did that take?
It took them about a week and a half.
Wow. How many guys did that?
4 guys.
Wow.
I never seen a crowd like it either. They went up there, got drunk every doggone night. And they stayed up there at the Kellier Motel. They had a motel up there. Not a motel, a hotel right next to Young Garrison's. They come every morning about 10 o'clock, and they go to work, and they was shabby because they was drunk the night before, and the fellas, they come clear up the top of that thing and laid out with the scaffold and went to sleep because they didn't want to see anybody asleep, but they were so tired they couldn't work.
Oh my.
I'd have been me, I'd have been worried about falling off while sleeping up there. But they didn't. They come from Wadena.
They must have done it a time or two before, huh?
They did lots of it. They rebuilt silos. They built silos, yeah. That was their business.
Okay.
And I had that there before I had the harvester. When I built the harvester, that's when I used that old house there for a granary, right across the, where then I had to move that out so as I could put that new harvester in there.
Okay.